parents would just freak out. And when he was brought to see me, and the young man was angry. So anyway, when they escorted him to my room, I said, well, this is the place where we chase the parents. And the parents, there's the door, bye-bye. Anyway, the young man was able to open up with me. He discovered he was not in the presence of a judge, but in the presence of someone who wanted to understand him. What was going on? Because what I've discovered is that a lot of these problems that our young people have are strategies for dealing with psychic pain, with confusion. You know, sometimes it's social pressures, conformity and stuff like that. Because we've not built the kind of character that will resist some of these things. So it's a way of dealing with pain. And it's not just young people, but I mean, I found that among all older people who maybe are drinking themselves silly, and they know that drink is damaging them. And they say, but do you like what you're doing? No, no way. This thing is ruining this, it's ruining that, it's getting me into trouble. But you keep doing it. Yeah, keep doing it. So I don't say, so you must be really dumb. So okay, then we must try to find out what's driving you to choose this solution. Why are you trying to solve the problem in this way? And quite honestly, you don't do any good by simply taking away the bottle when you haven't provided an alternative solution. So explore together. What pain is it that they're trying to run away from? What pain is it that they cannot deal with, they do not know how to deal with, and they've found one way of silencing the pain, which is not a very healthy way of doing it. So we have to find out really about the welfare of the person. How does this person cope with the difficulties that they face in life? So be concerned about their welfare, and then will not be so judgmental. And unfortunately, it's among us evangelicals who are most judgmental. I started a course at TICA, HIV and AIDS, and one of the reasons I did that was to try and break the silence surrounding AIDS, and to work against the hypocrisy that seems to be so rife in Christian circles, and the opposite of compassion. How do we minister to the welfare of people who are struggling with various issues? So, in the end, let me restate those in case of gotten lost. So, truth is something that ultimately produces our character. Truth needs wisdom if we're going to apply it to other people. And the way in which we apply it to other people has to focus on their welfare. Total welfare, we need to be concerned about that. And therefore, the next step that I'm going to is that it will involve things like instructing them about things they might not know. It will aim for their edification, correction, yes, rebuke, yes, direction, encouragement. And it needs that kind of balance that ultimately is aimed for their good. And sometimes we're so concerned about applying the truth in such a way that other people are painted as having failed, so that we seem to be a little bit better. Why do your disciples not fast? Ask our disciples fast. Why do your disciples not wash their hands properly? Of course, us, we do it properly. Why does he hang out with sinners and tax collectors? And of course, the implication is that we are so much better than everyone else. And when the truth is about making people face painful things, tough things, it needs to be mixed with love. So sometimes I say to people in my counseling sessions, that's pretty dumb. But by the time I come to that, the person knows I care about them. And they can smile at, when I say that that's pretty dumb. you're right. They don't see it as it's no longer an attack, but it's an evaluation of incorrect thinking. You're not thinking properly. You're not thinking according to truth. You're not thinking according to your welfare. So if the truth is going to be tough truth, then I don't care. I just speak the truth the way it is. No. The truth needs to be spoken. I think the Apostle Paul says, speak the truth with love, don't you? So if the truth is intended to build, then there needs to be love mixed with it. That has to come through the way that we apply it. And if we can lead others to see the truth, that is much better than trying to ram it down their throats. So self-challenges is the ideal. And we mustn't forget, just to bring in that grace as we close, we must not forget, even as we apply the truth to other people, remember having applied it to ourselves first and wisely applied it to other people for their good, which means we really need to listen to how they're struggling. We need to be good listeners. One of the things that I found very common is that we are very poor listeners. My counseling students very soon find that when we begin to do practical issues, they discover that they're not good listeners. They discover that they just want more and more information, they question, but they haven't really heard what the person has said in the first place. And therefore, the responses tend to be inappropriate. So we mustn't forget that we're recipients of grace as well when we're doing these things to other people. And with respect to children, we need to be careful that we do not confuse grace with being child spoilers. The children have whatever they want. We need to be tough. There are times that we need to be tough. We must not be indulgent like Eli. No, the other extreme, Paul warns about this in Ephesians 6, and especially fathers do not exasperate your children. Do not embitter your children, because you've got the power, they can answer you, they can't smack you back and stuff like that. So we are warned. Yes, children are to be obedient, but they better encounter that love rather than harshness and fairness with which we apply the truth for your good. When they ask questions, because I say so. So long as you live in my house, maybe you go down. No. We need to be a little bit more respectful in the way that we deal with our children. Well, I'll leave it there for now, but the version of what I've been trying to say is that the truth needs to be applied, first to ourselves, wisely to other people. And when it comes to children, we need a lot more wisdom. And the reason we do is because we are already programmed. We're already programmed. And the Apostle Paul urges upon us, as recipients of the mercy of God, not simply to go by the default program. Do not conform any longer to the pattern that you've inherited, but to be transformed through the renewing of your mind. How is that? Through the truth being applied in our lives. And then we become better Christian parents, not just prize-winning parents according to some cultural definition, but good Christian parents. And that will be different. As I said yesterday, good parenting in one home is very different from good parenting in another home. Because we're individuals, we're individual households, we're individual homes. It's not just a question of ticking off standard boxes, but it's a question of applying the truth appropriately in each particular context. Not a whole bunch of rules that everybody must follow. Let's pray for now.